Hi, my name is Karan, and welcome back to another episode of the Banke View Podcast. Today, we're comparing three completely different investment hotspots that attracted attention throughout 2026: Sobha Hartland, District 11, and Dubai Internet City. We'll be discussing how each area developed in this year, the market numbers behind the growth, infrastructure progress, investor demand, and of course, the biggest deals we've personally closed. So let's get started. Sahil, who's a Sobha Hartland expert, will discuss more.
Thank you, Karan. So yes, my name is Sahil Singh and I specialize in Sobha Hartland. I have closed more than 200 million in the last 3 years. So what I personally would like to say about Sobha Hartland, that it is one of the best communities which is developing in Dubai. It's not just the square foot price is good. It's about the proximity to downtown and the community, the gated community with schools, hospitals, everything, combined inside. So I think it has a strong potential, and we have seen a lot of good end users demand, and we continue to see it in the next few years as we are expecting one of the biggest handovers for Sobha delivering in Heartland and the Heartland 2 and Sobha 1. So Karan, what are your point of views on your community, District 11?
So District 11 is actually in Maidan. It's in Mohammed bin Rashid City. It's one of the most talked about communities in all of Dubai. If you see the last few launches that have happened, it's happened in South, it's happened in Jebel Ali, but this location is actually just 20 minutes away from downtown. It's a little underrated as of now, but there's a lot of improvements because there's going to be a lot of roads that are coming in. Most of the major developers have launched projects there, such as G&Co, Nakhil. You've also got private developers over there. They're building townhouses to mansions. And plus you also see lower cost per square foot compared to the rest of the market. Veera, what do you think about Dubai Internet City?
Current Dubai Internet City as a location, the gentry is very different as to what you see in other locations, because Internet City, it holds companies that are big into tech and AI and the media channels, radio stations. So you have a very specific kind of people who buy into the community to live there. And it's typically those who bring in their companies from overseas and they want to live and relocate because their offices are in that location. So it's not very, I would say, end user friendly, but it's more for companies looking to relocate and set up business in that area. Given that reason, it'll be a long-standing community because that is the hub for channels like Virgin Radio, 101.6, and you have tech and AI companies that are the future of Dubai. So people will come into that location and they will stay there.
That's good. And how were your last transactions the last couple of years?
Last couple of years, so steadily we've built over time. So of course you earn that small ticket size at the start, then you increase gradually over time. Now we've gotten that price point where 10 to 15 million dirhams minimum is our transaction value. Last 6 months we've done transactions up to 45 million dirhams. This in 6 months during this current situation. So it's been tough, but it's been good.
Which tower have you specialized in?
We've taken Sobha's flagship project, which is the S Tower. It was launched 2022, and PNC Menon himself did the screening behind every buyer in the building. So it holds the right gentry for people who want to upscale their lifestyle and they're looking to relocate. Like I was saying, the gentry that moved to Internet City is those in tech and AI companies. So that's why you're seeing in this building, and people I've dealt with, it's mainly those who are entrepreneurs looking to relocate from overseas and bring their companies here. Mainly the tech and AI gentry.
And what do you think about the investment standpoint? So you think
investment, I would say it's a little older community. I'm not going to deny it, but I would say, for matter of fact, that someone looking for a steady rental yield, that is the right place to invest. Any companies coming in from overseas looking to put money or to move locations into that community, they will stay in Internet City. For one, you have Marina, which is nearby, which is too crowded. You have Palm Jumeirah, which is a little too far, and it's peaked at, I would say. So Internet City is the right combination of proximity with pricing.
And plus, even to get a freehold property bang on Sheikh Zayed Road is quite
It's rare now, exactly.
So I believe that tower is quite good.
100%.
Yeah. What's changed a lot in 2026?
So as per Sobha, I would like to say Sobha is, preparing itself for one of the biggest handovers within the next 1 year. So they are going to deliver more than 6,000 units, combining Heartland 2 and Sobha 1, which are approximately distance to each other. So Sobha is, getting ready for a new community, new integrated towers, Sobha 1, which is going to have a golf course inside it. So it's going to be a good year for Sobha. And it's beneficial, especially for the end user who are looking for bigger configurations. So Sobha is coming up a lot of supply of 3 and 4 beds and 5 duplexes, which is rare in apartment buildings of having a mixture of 4 and 5 beds. So yes, we are looking forward for a very, very positive year. And I think Sobha is, in terms of quality and not just square foot price, it's at 2,200, which is decent enough. But with the end users demand that Sobha is going to bring with the quality, it's difficult to beat.
That's great.
Yeah. So what about District 11? Like, what is the hottest location in terms of cluster, what you feel is going to, boom up in next 1 year?
So in the next couple of months, I believe in the next maybe 3 to 4 months, Opal Gardens by Nakheel is getting handed over. It's a lagoon community like District 1. They've got 4-bedroom townhouses. They've got semi-detached villas. They've got 4-bedroom independent, 5-bedroom independent, 6-bedroom independent as well. So sizes are amazing. Nakheel really focuses on size. They focus on community. So, I think that's going to be the next best thing. So when I've done viewings in the past before in District 11, people came and said, there's no supermarket nearby. But now if you drive past, you'll basically see there's a big Spinneys plot that's going to be there. So in the next 1 year, there's going to be a massive community center. I just believe that it's going to be, in the next 5 years, it's going to be amazing. Veera, what do you think about Internet City?
Current for Internet City, there's one building, the Jewel Tower, that has just converted from leasehold to freehold. That building has been there since I was a child. And, to enter into a property of 1650 dirhams per square foot in today's market is unheard of. So like I mentioned before, the gentry in Internet City was mainly people who were buying into for tech and AI, who were entrepreneurs. But the Jewel Tower gives a different side of the spectrum. You're getting families, end users, homeowners who want to move their kids to schools in that area or to universities. I'm sure you're familiar that Knowledge Village is right there as well, where all the universities are being held. So you have a mixed gentry now, which is the best thing about Internet City. You have the entrepreneurs, tech and AI, other industries, and you have the homeowners and users who are looking for their kids to move and grow up there. So I think it gives you both sides of the spectrum in terms of living quality and price per square foot. Like the ones who are buying into the S Tower, that's going at 29 dirhams per square foot, and the one in Jewel Tower is going at 1650 dirhams per square foot. It's a huge range. So you have both sides of the spectrum. You have end users and families, and you have tech and AI entrepreneurs. So I say that's the biggest change this year with Internet City, and especially the fact that it's the last building in Internet City that has converted from leasehold to freehold. And even after 16 years, you're seeing the demand that has not fallen.
Okay, now let's get to the best part. What were your favorite deals? What were the best deals you closed this year?
Okay, so let me start with it. So, deals are always special, and it always feels good, when you genuinely help an end user to find his perfect home. The best thing about Sobha is that if you are an end user, you're looking for a bigger layout, Sobha has a lot of different types. So yes, there was a family in UK who was relocating, and they had 2 kids, 1 dog, and they wanted to move in to Dubai, and their workplace was in DIFC. So they don't want to be in a villa community which is 30 to 40 minutes drive, and they don't want to stay inside a villa because it gets difficult for the maintenance and everything. So they would want it to be in a community which is near to DIFC, and the schools are nearby and everything is nearby. So Sobha Hartland was the right fit for them. So I managed to close them a 4-bedroom duplex in Waves Grande at 7 mil, which they found a good value. All their kids now are just walking distance from the school, and they're having a good time, and I still keep in touch with them. They are really happy living in Sobha, and God willingly, I'm going to give them more investments opportunity in Sobha Hartland.
Good. Veera, what about you?
Current, my biggest deals of the year was one that just happened recently and one in Jan. So let's talk about the Jan one. We closed an S Tower penthouse for 18 million dirhams. The client was from Germany. He was living in Emaar beachfront before he moved in. And at the time of the transaction, he called me from Germany. He said, I've seen your profile in Internet City. I know the agent you are over there. So this is what my requirement. He was very direct, as Germans are. So I'm looking for a penthouse, this layout, this size. And we got him exactly what he wanted. And the best thing is we got the seller what he asked for. We got him his asking price and the buyer what he wanted. So as an agent, there's nothing better than getting a buyer and seller to meet with what they want, which is the job of an agent, right? That was one of them. Then the one that we just closed was a bulk deal in S Tower again. Client came down from India. He was looking to relocate his family here because their business is in JLT. That's why, like I mentioned before, that Internet City has a good proximity to the industries that people want to use, tech and AI, interior designing, which is what my clients are doing. And they took 6 units from me, all in a bulk deal from the same owner. And again, we matched the client requirements to the seller exactly. We got the seller's asking price, we got the buyer the units he wanted, and everyone's happy.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So Karan, now we want to hear from
What
you.
were your best deals for the year?
So District 11 is mainly for end users and it's also for investors. So I had actually had an investor who bought multiple units in the fields, and he bought it at a good price when it was off plan. And at handover, he sold it for a lot higher. He made good money on it, and the people who bought it were all end users.
Yeah.
And now I'm basically looking forward to Opal Gardens. Same thing's going to happen. A lot of people have bought in Opal Gardens, and a lot of end users want to go there because same like Sobha Hartland. People want community, people want supermarkets nearby, people want a school nearby. And
Sure.
if you see what Dubai Hills was back in the day, people looked at it. Even Arabian ranches, people were like, "Oh, it's too far. There's only sand here." But look where they are now.
Exactly.
So the mindset of people has changed, and now people, when they look at an empty plot of land, they see potential. Dubai is always about potential.
Nice.
Karan, Sahil, let me ask you. We're entering into Q3 and Q4 now. So what are your projections for the market?
So summer is always slow. Everyone's on vacation. Plus, we also went through a bit of a hard thing.
A
that
tough
happened.
period.
Exactly. We went through a tough period.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the future. It's Dubai. We'll always recover. Plus, we're approaching September. September is when the market booms. And I'm looking forward to that.
Sahil?
The same as I said before, there's a lot of handovers which is going to take place in the next 6 months. And potentially there's going to be a lot of resale transactions, which is going to, reflect in Sobha Hartland all over. So we are looking forward to that.
Where do you guys see your area in the next couple of years?
So I see my communities getting finished up. I see all the retail space opening, the malls opening, and the community getting at its maturity. I think it's a lot of demand which is going to come there, and a lot of people are going to be moving in there. This is what I feel in the next coming years.
Veera, what about you?
I feel with Internet City that, again, it's a business hub location. So companies that can relocate, they'll move to that area, and it'll be an evergreen area for operations and business mainly. And because there's one more building coming into the market that is still off plan for now, it'll be handed over very soon. So
Which building is this?
it's Iconic Residences, just next to S Tower, and it'll be handed over very soon. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that building performs and what kind of gentry it brings into Internet City. But I'm optimistic about the future for that area. Karan, let me ask you about District 11, Opal Gardens and Senses the Fields.
Okay, so there's not just only Opal Gardens and Sense of the Fields. You also have private developers. You've also got Ellington, by the way. So Ellington is known for their quality and their finishing. So they've also launched, I believe, 2 projects over there. One is called Watercress and one is called Sanctuary. So one is Watercress is townhouses and Sanctuary are luxury villas.
Exactly.
So I believe by 2030, when the entire area is completed, people are going to want to move there. It's because it's so close by. It's bang on the highway, and easy entry and exit points. It's something that now, if you want to buy something off plan, this is the place where you have to be, because everything off plan, as I mentioned before, is launching really far away.
Exactly.
So I think that even if you're an end user, you're an investor, this is the place to invest.
Yeah.
3 communities, 3 completely different investment strategies. Whether you're chasing premium living, long-term capital growth, or reliable rental income, Dubai continues to offer opportunities for every type of investor. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.